Homeward Bound, written by Ellen G. White.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord our God. Keep it holy, holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord our God. Keep it holy, holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord our God.
Law and Sabbath, dual test of loyalty. June 30th. God's law and Sabbath vindicated. Who shall not fear you, O Lord, and glorify your name? For you alone are holy. Revelation 15, verse 4. While these words of holy trust ascend to God, the clouds sweep back, and the starry heavens are seen, unspeakably glorious in contrast with the black and angry firmament on either side. The glory of the celestial city streams from the gates ajar. Then there appears against the sky a hand holding 2 tables of stone folded together. Says the prophet, the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself. Psalm 50, verse 6. The holy law, God's righteousness that amid thunder and flame was proclaimed from Sinai as the guide of life, is now revealed to the world as the rule of judgment. The hand opens the tables, and there are seen the precept of the Decalogue traced as with a pen of fire. The words are so plain that all can read them. Memory is aroused. The darkness of superstition and hearsay is swept from every mind, and God's 10 words, brief, comprehensive, and authoritative, are presented to the view of all the inhabitants of the earth. It is impossible to decide the honor and despair of those who have trampled upon God's holy requirements. The Lord gave them his law. They might have compared their characters with it and learned their defect while there was yet opportunity for repentance and reform. But in order to secure the favor of the world, they set aside its precepts and taught others to transgress. They have endeavored to compel God's people to profane his Sabbath. Now they are condemned by that law which they have despised. With awful distinctiveness they see that they are without excuse. They chose whom they would serve and worship. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not. Malachi 3, verse 18. The enemies of God's law, from the ministers down to the least among them, have a new conception of truth and duty. Too late they see that the Sabbath of the fourth commandment is the seal of the living God. Too late they see the true nature of the spurious Sabbath and the sandy foundation upon which they have been building. They find that they have been fighting against God.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord our God. Keep it holy, holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord our God. Keep it holy, holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord our God.
Join us tomorrow for another devotional reading. By God's grace, the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.